Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Good Girls, Season 4, Episode 14. Thank you for your support. So Beth is giving a speech, and what looks like she's giving a speech to the community. She's talking about, what her plan is for the community, and what's on her agenda, what her issues, what her interests are. She's giving her whole spill. And she's giving it to her son, who isn't paying her any mind. He ain't paying her no attention. He on the tablet. So he ain't tuned in at all. She's like, so how was it? And he's like, long. It was long. That's all I got for you, Mom. It was long. Dean comes in and tells her, you really doing this? Anyway, enough about that. The principal say he want to see us down at the office. And you already know that means just Beth, because he's on house arrest. Beth, Annie, and Ruby are sitting down with Secret Service, the Secret Service duo, and they're explaining in detail all of what, Brother Cousin and Rio have been up to, and how Brother Cousin ties into this whole thing, how he's in charge of the girls, and they sitting there looking like, oh. Annie is like, so how much of this do I need to understand, in order to, for things to flow? And they like, you ain't got to understand none of it. Just do what we tell you to do. Just be where we ask you to be. Just run for city council. Thank you very much. They know that Brother Cousin needs Beth to run, and they also need her to run, so that they can get him, catch him in the act or whatever. They tell they ask, so are we still gonna get our cut? Is the deal still on the table? And then they reveal to them, well, he on vacation and I'm over here suspended. Secret Service girl is pretty pressed that she done got, demoted because she lost that money, and she over there glaring at Beth, and Beth looking at her like, girl, I did what I had to do. Take it up with Rio. Don't be mad with me. Dean pulls up to the cult, to talk to Jim Jones and them. And he asks him, how's the plan going? Have y'all turned in the stuff to the DA? Like, what's going on? And, they keep telling him, to hold off, wait around. They got this, they got him, and they got him covered. They gonna take care of it. He's like, y'all been saying that. Y'all been saying that, I need to wait. Y'all been saying you're gonna take care of it. I need to know what's going on. Like, I need to know in detail what's going on with, with this whole let's get Beth in jail and me off of house arrest. And they give him some little response to keep him at bay. He tells them, he doesn't want her to be humiliated, in all of this. And he tells them that she's going to be running for city council. And, he don't want no big old media circus surrounding their family behind him going to the DA with all of the stuff he knows. They tell him, sit back and let us work. You see that man over there? Yeah, that's the DA. So the DA is a cult member as well. And we gonna get to that while I'm putting air quotes on that. Annie and Kevin, they cooking together. It's real romantical. Ben comes in. Annie tells him that he needs to sign that petition. Of course, he's like, I can't even vote. And she's like, okay, well, take it around there to your daddy. Daddy out of town, per usual. Take it around there to Nancy. Nancy's in the bed. She's fallen into a deep depression since, her business has crumbled. And so she ain't gonna be of no help. She notices that she has a eyebrow pimple, and he notices as well, and so he's trying to pop it. It's just this real cutesy, cheesy moment between the two of them. She, running around, backing up in the kitchen. No, I don't want you. No, all of that. It's all that. It's real cute or whatever. But it's very uncomfortable for Annie because, she's not used to things going this smoothly. She's not used to a man being this attentive to her. It's looking like he a good fit, and she don't know what to do with that. Beth and Dean are in the kitchen after dinner. She's asked him to sign the petition as well. And he tells her, he has reservations about her running. he don't want things to blow up in her face. He already know what he got coming down the pipe. And so he don't want things to blow up in her face. And so he's worried about all of this. And she's just like, I mean, you know, like, I feel like we good. She feels like, you know, her chances of winning are pretty good. You know, she talks about her interests again. She's like, you need me to run down? You need me to run down my spill one more time? She looks at his, you know, ankle monitor, and, you know, she's just like, just wear some long pants. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Nobody's gonna find out about, you know, all of this. You know, we good. You just gotta, you know, kiss babies with me a couple of times, hold my purse here and there. But I think we're gonna be okay. Whole time, Dean know what he done did. He done snitched and done told everybody their business. The ladies are walking to the city council, you know, to the what you call it? It ain't the city council. City Hall. Walking down there to City Hall to turn in their signatures when they see that it's like a media circus out there, you know, like it's media outlets from CNN, from everywhere. Some are everywhere, you know, they got a news outlet out there. And they also noticed that the lady, the heifer that tried to get their strip club closed down, she's out there talking to the media about, you know, what the children need and how people need to think about the kids and families, and you know, we just don't need to fill the seat with anyone. And so that's why she's decided to run as well. And they standing there like, ain't this a bitch? Beth, she goes, of course, to go talk to Councilman Brother Cousin. And, you know, she's talking to him about her chances of winning now that, you know, because they watching some of the campaign commercials that her opponent has already came up with. And she's given very much saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, you know, soccer mom, Stepford wife. Like she's checking off all the boxes, you know, a whole Republican, if you will. And, they, you know, Beth notices that, and Beth is like, I can't compete with Jesus Christ. Like, I can't compete with that. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, can you just get me on the ballot? Can you just do what you do and, you know, make sure that I win? And of course, as always, he gonna take his hands out of it. Oh, it's not something I do. That's not how democracy works. Yeah, because you do things legitimately around here. And that's what Beth says. Beth is like, okay, so we doing things above board now. That's what we doing? Okay. All right. Guess that's what we going with. And, you know, she asked him, like, how am I supposed to get all this money? Like, what am I supposed to do? Because he tells her, you know, people win, you know, through donations and, you know, that sort of thing. You got to get out there with the people. And she's like, okay, so where's that, you know, golden pot of, you know, gold supposed to come from? And he tells her, you know, your church. Going on over there to your church. So they need, you know, they go to the strip club to go bleed all the patrons dry. Beth in there giving her pitching her, you know, her spill, or if you will, you know, her platform. She pitching it to the men in the strip club while they get lap dances. They got donation boxes at every table. Ruby riding around passing out flyers. They selling t-shirts. Listen, whole campaign strategy on go. In the strip club. Annie pops in on Nancy. She done brought her some makeup, you know, a nice little self-care kit, you know, just to pick me up, you know, like, sis, I know you depressed, but you have bounced back from worse. Like, remember when your husband cheated on you with me, like, more than once? Nancy's sitting up like, bitch, where you going with this? And he's like, I mean, I'm just saying. Didn't you take him back? Didn't he come back? Like, you gonna work it out. It's gonna be good. Don't even worry about it. And you know, she takes the lesson for what it is. Nancy is appreciative, you know, of Annie's little olive branch. Beth is counting up her money, and Rio drops in. You know, he's there for his laundry, and she has it already boxed up. And you know, he asks her, you know, what's in it for you? You running for city council? What's in it for you? And she, you know, she says a few little flippant things to him, and it's kind of rubbing him the wrong way. I can tell. She's basically like, Oh, like brother cousin got it going on. Brother cousin got the pull. You over there and you over here in the strip club. Meanwhile, he down to City Hall. So it seems to me he gets things done. Basically challenging his manhood, all that, all that. Rio is not having it. And so Rio is like, okay, I got you done boxed up this money, box up that money too. I'm gonna take that too. And she's like, you can't. This is my campaign money. I can and I will. Box it up. Go on over there and see if brother cousin can get you out of it. Take it up with City Hall. Bitch. You should have added that on the end. Cause Beth girl, what you doing? What are you doing? At some point, Beth needs to just succumb to the realization that she got a thing for Rio just as much as Rio got a thing for her. So let's stop with trying to betray one another, all the backbiting and all of that. Because in reality, y'all a team. Y'all a team and you work well with one another. Rio and brother cousin, they have another, meeting together and it's a pissing match. Brother cousin, he's determined to have Beth on his side and Rio feeling a way about that. It's like, Beth is my girl. You done crossed the line now. Trying to take my girl right out from underneath me. Brother cousin is like, well, you know what? Like, with all of this, I won't be the one going to jail. And he's like, yeah, because you're going to make sure I go to jail. Because that's the type of man you are. We already know that. Like, he don't be threatening Rio. Rio already know what it is with you. He already know. You will throw him under the bus in a heartbeat to save your ass. In a heartbeat. The girls are brainstorming, how to get their money back. Annie's like, let's just skip the part where we pretend like we're going to do anything legitimate. And Ruby is like, all right, bet. But at least we're going to have to get some new masks, like some cute ones. And Beth is like, hold on, we're not going to commit no crime. My whole platform is cracking down on the crime. There's no hope with dope. Y'all remember that on Saved by the Bell when they was doing that whole drug PSA? There's no hope with dope. Whole time. I think Jesse was, no, that wasn't the episode when Jesse was popping them pills. Jesse was popping them pills when she was about to take them tests. But I'm trying to figure out one of them. Oh no, the man leading the whole charge, the celebrity appearance. He the one, the man they looking up to. He the one on cocaine the whole time. Talking about there's no hope with dope. Anyway, that's Beth's whole platform. Crack down on the drug dealers, the gangs, all of that. At the principal's office, because Dean come in there and tell her, listen, you got to get to the principal's office. So at the principal's office, he's, giving her son all his praises. He's well liked in the classroom. The teachers like him. He's very smart, all of that. And Beth is like, okay, so why am I here? And he says, well, you know what? Yesterday, all day long, all I heard was cars honking horns. And so I went outside to see what was what. And he saw on the side of the school, honk if you hate Principal Johnson. And so they checked his locker and all of that. And they found the spray paint bottles. And by then, Beth has checked out. She her wheels are turning looking at those spray paint bottles. She's like, okay, it won't happen again. See ya. Bye. She got to go put her plan into action. Beth, she got Rio boy, to do a little graffiti in the, in the streets or whatever. So Beth can go and clean it up on camera, get the media to cover it and all of that. So she's sending a message to the gangs, we don't want you here. Like I said, there's no hope with dope. Dean and her son are, watching, her news special, whatever. And they like, she's like, how did I do? How did it look? How did it go? And both Dean is paying attention, to the people in the background, and he sees the DA in the background, and he's like, who's that man in the apron? And Beth is like, I don't know, somebody that worked down to the Starbucks. He gave me a little latte. I guess he worked there. Do you know him? And Dean is like, I thought I did. And he runs out the room. Already, he got to get on the line and get Jim Jones them on the line, because he done saw that man that's supposed to be the DA working at the Starbucks. They get a knock at the door, and it's her opponent. She there to offer her a job, talking about some, well, when I win, I want you to go ahead and go forward with your, initiative, because I feel like it's a good one. So you want to work for me? Come be my maid. That was in my Miss Millie voice. Oh, they so clean. Your kid, these babies so clean. You want to come work for me? Be my maid? Sis say, well, excuse me? Hell no. What you say, Miss Millie? I said, hell no, bitch. That's what they should have added on the end, but I know in those times we wouldn't have been talking like that. I really went off on a whole Color Purple tangent, but if movies, television lines don't just pop in every now and then, we can't be friends. We cannot be friends, because that's the kind of random shit that I do. Anyway, okay, anyway, Dean and the son watching. He see the man and he gonna make the call. Okay, so back at the house with the opponent, offering the job, she says she gonna threaten to spill the tea if she basically, if you don't drop out of the race. I already know what's going on with your husband, and I would hate for the whole public to know about it. So yeah, go on and think about it. Anyway, Beth drops in on the Secret Service girl. She has a bottle. She's like, listen, I want to do over. Like, let's be friends for real. They get in there, and of course sis don't trust Beth, and Beth is like, girl, listen, I don't trust you, you don't trust me. How this gonna work? Because I mean, you want to be friends, but you turning me in and doing all type of shit. I got a job to do, you got a job to do. So what we do, we gonna meet up once a month, and forget about the shit we doing. What you doing, lady? And so finally, I guess Secret Service girl got to realize this is a transactional type of relationship. And so don't be looking for me to be your friend. I'm using you, you using me. We using each other, okay? She going in there, because she's like, first she offers, she's like, I need the plates back. And she's like, why? Because I'm going to make your money again. I'm going to make it all over again. And I'm going to give it back to you, Tell them you misplaced it. And sis is like, it's way too late for that. Way too late for all of that. Beth tells her, well, I can't run. I ain't going to be able to do that for y'all. And she's like, you gonna run. I got to bring something back to the people. And I would hate for it to have to be you. I don't want to have to turn you in. So you're going to have to run. We got to get brother cousin. That's the goal. Beth is like, well, what am I supposed to do? And she tells her, do to her what you did to me. Shit. Play her. Goop her like you goop me. Annie and Ben, they get home and they hear a little laughter coming from the bathroom. I immediately knew that it was Nancy. I mean, she has a distinct tone, and so I don't know why Annie was thinking that it was Angela, but they did. And, they calling her to the bathroom and she thinking it's Angela. So she's like, I ain't finna go back there. Like, she's jealous, of course. And when she does get back there, she sees that it's Nancy. Nancy's sitting on the bathroom floor between Kevin legs. Kevin giving her a whole highlight job. And he, thinks he don't know what he's doing. So, they kind of shoo him out the bathroom. And when she sits down, she sees he's done a great job on her hair. Done laid her a few highlights in there. All he was supposed to be doing was, tightening up the roots a little bit. But he gave her a whole new color job. And she's appreciative. She might have misjudged him. And so she tells her, you know what, he a good guy. That's a good man there. I'm happy for you. And Annie's like, oh, no, hold it. Like, we ain't together like that. It ain't like that. And Nancy's like, why not? I mean, he seemed like a good guy to me. Like, why you just letting him be all in your house and single? Why? Why, girl? Beth drops in on Denise. And that's the heifer that's running against her. And she got Rio's boy with her. She done bust in on the whole situation. She done bust in on her real nice and cute, like, oh, you have a lovely home. It's so clean in here. And then done told Rio's boy to come in there and trash the place. He over in there turning over furniture, breaking stuff, all that. Then pull out a gun and put it up to her head for a little razzle dazzle. So of course now Denise is scared. She's like, so now you'll be working for me? Okay, I thought so. I'm so glad I got your support. Thank you for your support, girl. Because she tells her he gonna be down to your daughter's recitals, all of them, at all the after school programs, at all the games, at all the extracurricular activities. Yeah, Rio's boy gonna be there. Thanks for your support. And you know, they gonna know about their business. She's standing there looking cheap and crying. You best not say nothing, girl. You best not say nothing. Or that's your ass. Dean is at Jim Jones' house, and Jim Jones in there talking to his wife, and she wear the pants in their relationship. She's very, very much in charge over there at their household. Dean just looking in like, you so macho and alpha man in the cult, and over here in your house, she over there running things. Okay. He gonna tell her she's on some medication. Don't mind her. No, don't try to blame it on nothing else. You weak. And she runs the shit over there. She runs the show. Dean basically calls him out, you know, like, I saw you DA the other day. Oh, you did? Where? Down at the Starbucks, working. He had an apron on, name tag, all that. And he tries to lie, of course, at first, and then he you know, he just gives in, and he's just like, we had to do it. And Dean is like, now see, I made up that whole name tag part. Nigga, what? Why y'all ain't turned in that information to the DA? And when are you gonna do it? And you know, he's like, you're gonna have to take that up with your boy. He's like, Stan? Yes, Stan. Stan is the one that has this whole thing on pause. Ruby, she looking at all of Stan's products on the table. And y'all, we went through the entire episode without seeing Stan. And then here he come. It was bad enough having to stomach Dean. But I'm glad I ain't have to watch a whole hour of Stan. That's all I'm going to say. She looking at his products on the table, and he comes in, you know, he fills her in on his little business venture because he feel like, again, you know, they be talking in code. I'm just trying to get a little nest egg. I don't know if nothing gonna blow up. You know, trouble seems to find you, ladies. Like, I'm just getting something that's gonna be, you know, plan B in case the shit pop off, in case the DA come knocking. She tells him, all right, whatever. Just so you know, none of this stuff on this table is for black people. None of it. So I don't know what network you're going to be selling to, because you can't sell none of this to the black folks we hang out with. Beth and her son, you know, they get home from a game, and come to find out all that stuff back in the house. You know, they done came home to a fully furnished home. It's in boxes, you know, but he done put everything back. Annie, she's sitting at home watching Kevin Swift. No, he vacuuming, he's cleaning or whatever. You know, that's a turn on, I think, to any woman sitting back watching your man clean. It's like, you gonna get you a whole piece this evening for cleaning up. Thank you very much. I ain't have to ask. I ain't have to say nothing. You just did it. And so that's exactly what that did for her. Turn her all the way on. And she just walk up to him and give him a kiss. And, you know, so now they go together. They go together at this point. Beth, she unpacking and gets a text from Rio. And Rio's at the door. I don't know why he just didn't knock, but he at the door. And he has her, you know, the box of money in hand. You know, he done gave the stuff back. He like, I had to prove to you, like, you don't need him. Daddy got you. Zaddy Rio got you, okay? You don't need no brother, cousin. You don't need him. You got me. I think he sent the message, okay? And I think she received, you know. I don't know. When he leaves, however, and gets in his car, guess who watching? Jim Jones. He outside them people's house on his bike watching. So, I don't know what he plans to do with this information. Probably gonna try to tell Dean that she cheating. Whole time. Dean know him. They know each other. Dean know he over there playing Sister Wives, so y'all ain't got to tell him nothing. Anyway, let me get off of here because this thing done told me my phone about to die. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.